Welcome to Conflict News 24. We share daily updates with you about global conflicts. Firstly, North Korea today test fired two cruise missiles, and reportedly, North Korea is going to test another nuclear device in coming days. 2 days ago, South Korea offered economic assistance to North Korea in return for limiting, destroying its nuclear arsenal. But today, North Korea test fired its missiles, and we know that some military maneuvers are due to start by rivals of North Korea in coming days. Our second update is about Russia-China alliance. While Russia-Ukraine conflict is ongoing, Russia is going to start military maneuvers called Vostok exercises. And China today announced to send its forces to Russia. Which other countries will participate in these military exercises? Thirdly, Russia-Ukraine conflict, US supplied HIMARS are playing havoc with facilities, with targets. We have news stories from two places where these HIMARS just completely destroyed tall buildings. Lastly, some updates on the map for you. Russians have made small gains in Donetsk, and from eastern side they are trying to move towards Kharkiv. We have details on a map for you. Firstly, towards North Korea today test fired two missiles which were cruise missiles on Wednesday. The missiles were fired off the western coast of North Korea. South Korea has confirmed this missile experiment. 2 days ago, South Korea offered economic assistance to its rival North Korea in return for North Korea's abandoning of its nuclear arsenal. We know that North Korea has been testing nuclear devices in the past as well. So far, it has tested 6 nuclear devices in the past, and in coming days, reportedly, it is going to start its 7th nuclear test. Its last nuclear test was in 2017. North Korea is under US sanctions, EU sanctions as well. China supports it. North Korea has not responded to South Korea's offer of economic assistance so far, but we know that in coming days, South Korea, US, and Japan are going to start military maneuvers, which are being seen as a threat, a message from these countries to North Korea. The military maneuvers, though, will be conducted from the 22nd of August till the 1st of September. But initial exercises have started. And immediately after that, North Korea test fired 2 cruise missiles. The military maneuvers will be conducted on Hawaii Island, which is a US state in Pacific Ocean, situated 2,000 miles away from US mainland. It's in the Pacific Ocean, part of the US, and here of the coast of Hawaii. US, Japan, and South Korea will hold joint military exercises, which are going to be very large military maneuvers. That is why perhaps North Korea sent a message today that it is ready for any military provocation. Will North Korea conduct a nuclear test in coming days? That remains to be seen. Secondly, viewers, China today announced to send its troops to Russia, not to take part in Russia-Ukraine conflict, but to take part in Vostok exercises. In Russia, Vostok military exercises are conducted, and China has participated in this exercise in the past as well. And once again, China is going to send its troops to Russia, where Russia, China, India, Mongolia, and some other countries, their forces will participate in Vostok exercises. So China did not cancel participation in Vostok, and this Vostok exercise has been planned for months. It's not a new thing. It happens, it has happened in the past as well. But China did not cancel its participation. So in this time of crisis, though China is not openly supporting Russia militarily, but it is sending its military to Russia as a sign of solidarity. China is under pressure. It is being kept under pressure in its neighborhood by the US. US is conducting military drills almost on weekly basis somewhere near China. US is beefing up its military presence to the east, to the south of China. And China, Russia, Iran, they are conducting military exercises in the Caribbean Sea, in US neighborhood, with the forces of Venezuela. And now the two countries will conduct military drills, Vostok exercises in coming days. The drills will be conducted from the 30th of August till the 5th of September. The Chinese Defense Ministry confirmed the participation of Chinese forces in these drills. Thirdly, viewers, US supplied weapon systems. Some of them are extremely deadly. They're playing havoc with Russian controlled buildings. Some entire buildings have been destroyed in the strikes by these weapons. HIMARS are extremely effective. They are being seen as game changers, though we cannot say that they have tilted the battlefield balance in the favor of Ukraine. But these HIMARS strikes have led to the destruction of entire buildings. HIMARS strikes are not only precise but also very deadly, very forceful. HIMARS are high mobility artillery rocket systems manufactured by US and being supplied to Ukraine. Ukraine was asking for 100 HIMARS. So far, it has received around 18 HIMARS. And if you remember, 2 days ago, I did a video on a base or destroyed base of Russian Wagner fighters. The base was in Popasna, and there in a HIMARS strike, the entire building being used as a base, as a camp by Russian Wagner fighters, it was totally destroyed. Now we have some pictures for you from Lysychansk. Lysychansk came under Russian control a few weeks ago. And in Lysychansk, there is a building which was being used by Ukrainian intelligence agency as its headquarters. Then Ukraine had to retreat from this Lysychansk city, and the city came under Russian control. The same building was being used by Russian military as its headquarters, you can say. And in a HIMARS strike, this building has been completely destroyed, as if there was no building there. You can see a picture on your screen. This is the place where there was a building, former office of Ukrainian intelligence agency being used by Russian military. But in HIMARS strike from Ukrainian forces, this building has just turned into a rubble. So HIMARS are playing a role, but question is how many HIMARS can be supplied to Ukraine? And we know that Russia is conducting very precise airstrikes as well on Ukrainian ammunition depots. So many fronts are active and just 18 HIMARS. So if Ukraine wants to push back Russian forces, it is in need of more such weaponry. Last we have some details for you on a map about what happened in the last 24 hours. Russians have made some small territorial gains in Donetsk and towards Kharkiv city. Have a look at this map. We'll have a look at only those Russian military gains or military advances which have been confirmed by Ukraine. In today's military operations briefing by Ukrainian military officials, they confirmed some Russian military advances in Donetsk and in Kharkiv. Firstly, Donetsk, you can see Donetsk on your screen, and to the north is this place, Opetne. This Opetne is close to Donetsk International Airport. This is Donetsk International Airport. And here is Opetne. And Ukraine today confirmed that Russian advance towards Opetne was partially successful. It means Russians have managed to get close to Opetne, firstly. Secondly, Ukraine is maintaining its position about Pisky. Though Russians claim that Pisky had come under the control of Allied forces, DPR, Russian and other Allied forces. But once again, today Ukraine said that Pisky was contested and there was shelling ongoing on Pisky and on this place as well, Krasnohorivka. But they confirmed Russian advance towards Opetne. Secondly, in Donetsk Oblast, Russians made some gains close to this place, Novo-Makhalivka. And here again, we have confirmation from Ukraine side that Russian advance towards Novo-Makhalivka was partially successful. Marinka is contested. Airstrikes are being reported on Marinka. Russians are not claiming control of Marinka as well. Same is the case with Avdiivka. You can see here Avdiivka, where fighting going on, shelling going on for several days, still contested. Avdiivka contested, Marinka contested. But here towards Novo-Makhalivka and Opetne, Russians have advanced. Secondly, Kharkiv Oblast, viewers. Here is Kharkiv. You can see this is Kharkiv. Izium is under Russian control. Kharkiv city under Ukraine control. And we know that last week Russians controlled Uday from northern side. And now Russians are trying to move towards Kharkiv from eastern direction. This is Chuhuiv. You can see Chuhuiv. Chuhuiv is under Ukrainian control. But from eastern side, Russian forces are trying to move towards Chuhuiv and then ultimately towards Kharkiv city. Two places are being reported where Russians today managed to make some gains. First, this one, Lebyaze and Bazalivka. Russians have managed to get close to Bazalivka and Kebyaze. They are in Izium. We know that Izium is under their control. But now they're trying to get close to Chuhiv from eastern direction. It's a new offensive from eastern direction by Russian forces. Can they reach this main road here or this one here to ultimately move towards Kharkiv? That remains to be seen. But it seems it's a major offensive towards Kharkiv. Other battlefield situation is almost the same. Ukrainians, as I've been saying in previous videos, are trying to hit Russians behind front lines. This is the front line, you can see this one here in southern on southern front, and Ukraine are trying to hit Russians here, Melitopol, here Crimea, Mariupol as well, in Luhansk, Donetsk too, from here. So their main purpose is the purpose of these attacks from Ukraine is to push Russian forces back, to stop Russian advance in a western direction. And this strategy is working. I mean, Ukraine was expected to launch a massive counteroffensive on Kherson from Mykolaiv, from here towards Kherson. Ukraine has not launched any major counteroffensive, but it has managed to stop Russian advance from Kherson to Mykolaiv or towards Kryvyi. How did it happen? Ukraine hit Russian held territories in the back from front lines, from here in the back. And now Russian supply lines are being targeted. That is how Ukraine is trying to stop Russian advance deep from eastern Ukraine towards places like Mykolaiv, Kryvyi and other places. Thank you for watching.